Are you doing everything right with your diet but still feel bloated, tired, or just off? You load your cart with healthy snacks, you cook with good oils, and you avoid junk food. But what if I told you that some of those so-called health foods are secretly sabotaging your body, fanning the flames of chronic inflammation? It sounds crazy, I know, but many of us have fallen into the health food trap, a marketing maze designed to sell us products that are anything but healing. In today's video, we are going to expose 5 of these healthy foods that are actually inflaming your body from the inside out. We'll uncover the hidden ingredients, break down the science, and most importantly, I'll show you what to eat instead to truly heal your gut, boost your energy, and reclaim your health. By the end of this video, you'll look at your pantry in a whole new light. Let's get started. So, you're on the go and you grab a protein bar. It seems like the perfect choice, right? It's packed with protein, low in sugar, and marketed as the ultimate fitness fuel. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Most protein bars are glorified candy bars in disguise. Let's flip one over and look at the ingredient list. See all those words you can't pronounce? We're talking soy protein isolate, artificial sweeteners like sucralose or aspartame, sugar alcohols like erythritol that can cause major gut distress, and a ton of fillers and gums. These ultra-processed ingredients are foreign to our bodies. Soy protein isolate, for example, is often processed with harsh chemicals. And those artificial sweeteners? Studies suggest they can disrupt your gut microbiome, the community of good bacteria essential for digestion, immunity, and even your mood. So instead of nourishing you, that convenient bar is sending your body into a state of confusion and stress, contributing to the very inflammation you're trying to avoid. It's a classic case of clever marketing hiding a not-so-healthy reality. Now, let's talk about something that's in almost everything, from salad dressings to healthy baked goods and even plant-based mayos. I'm talking about industrial seed oils. This includes oils like canola, corn, soybean, safflower, and sunflower oil. For decades, we were told to swap out butter for these vegetable oils for our heart health. But this might be one of the biggest misconceptions in modern nutrition. Here's why. These oils are incredibly high in omega-6 fatty acids. Now, we do need some omega-6s, but our modern diet has thrown the ratio completely out of whack. The ideal ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 is around 1:1. Today, most people are consuming a ratio closer to 20:1. This massive imbalance is a major driver of inflammation throughout the body. When these oils are heated, like in cooking or food processing, they become unstable and oxidize, creating harmful compounds that can damage our cells. They are literally everywhere, hiding in restaurant foods, packaged snacks, and even things you think are good for you. Ditching these toxic oils is one of the most powerful steps you can take to lower inflammation. So we keep using this word, inflammation. What does it actually mean, and why is it so important? Think of acute inflammation as your body's first responder. When you get a cut, your immune system sends inflammatory cells to the site to fight off bacteria and heal the tissue. That's a good thing. The area gets red, swollen, and warm, a sign of healing in action. The problem arises when this inflammatory response doesn't turn off. This is chronic, low-grade inflammation. It's a silent, smoldering fire inside your body that doesn't have obvious symptoms at first. This constant state of alert wears down your system over time. Scientists now recognize that chronic inflammation is the root cause of nearly every major chronic disease we face today: heart disease, type 2 diabetes, autoimmune conditions, and even certain types of cancer. It's driven by lifestyle factors, with diet being one of the biggest culprits. The foods we eat can either fuel that fire or help put it out. That's why understanding what causes it is the key to long-term health and longevity. It's not just about weight. It's about healing your body at a cellular level. Okay, let's move on to food number 3, another sneaky one, so-called natural sweeteners. You've ditched refined white sugar, which is fantastic. But what did you replace it with? Many people turn to things like agave nectar or brown rice syrup, thinking they're a healthier choice because they come from a plant. Let's take a closer look at agave. It's marketed as being low glycemic, meaning it doesn't spike your blood sugar as much. And while that's technically true, it's because it's incredibly high in fructose, even higher than high fructose corn syrup in some cases. Your liver is the only organ that can metabolize fructose in large amounts. When you overload it, your liver turns that excess fructose into fat. This can lead to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, insulin resistance, and, you guessed it, more inflammation. Brown rice syrup has a different problem. It has a sky-high glycemic index, even higher than table sugar, and some studies have raised concerns about potential arsenic contamination. The takeaway here is that sugar is sugar, no matter how natural its source sounds. Your body processes it in a similar way, and excess amounts will always drive inflammation. Next up, we have two hidden gut irritants that are often found together, especially in gluten-free products. Number 4 is commercial oat milk, and number 5 is gums and fillers. Let's start with oat milk. While oats themselves can be healthy, the way most commercial oat milks are made is the problem. They often contain industrial seed oils, like sunflower or rapeseed oil, added for creaminess. As we've learned, these oils are highly inflammatory. On top of that, many brands add sugar and phosphates which can disrupt gut health. The second part of this pair is the gums and fillers, like xanthan gum, guar gum, and carrageenan. You will find these in everything from dairy-free yogurts and ice creams to those gluten-free breads you thought were a healthy swap. While they're considered safe in small amounts, for many people, especially those with sensitive guts, these additives can cause bloating, gas, and can irritate the gut lining, contributing to leaky gut and, say it with me, inflammation. It's another example of how processing can turn a simple food into a potential problem. So, I've just told you to throw out half your pantry. You might be wondering, what's left to eat? Don't worry. This is the best part. It's not about restriction. It's about abundance and choosing real, healing foods. Let's build your healing plate. First, swap those protein bars for real food snacks. A handful of walnuts and berries, a couple of hard-boiled eggs, or an apple with almond butter. These provide protein, healthy fats, and fiber without the processed junk. Next, ditch the seed oils. For cooking, embrace stable, healthy fats like extra virgin olive oil for low-heat cooking and finishing, and coconut oil, avocado oil, or even grass-fed ghee or tallow for higher heat. For sweeteners, if you need one, use them sparingly. A little bit of raw honey, pure maple syrup, or even whole fruit like dates can provide sweetness along with some nutrients. Finally, instead of processed gluten-free products and commercial oat milks, focus on whole foods. Make your own simple nut milk at home, or choose brands with minimal ingredients. Build your meals around a foundation of colorful vegetables, high-quality protein from sources like grass-fed meat, pasture-raised poultry, and wild-caught fish, and those healthy fats we just talked about. This is what nourishes your body, calms inflammation, and truly heals your gut. Eating this way isn't a diet. It's a lifestyle that gives your body the tools it needs to thrive. Thank you so much for joining me today to uncover the truth behind these so-called healthy foods. I hope this empowers you to become a more informed consumer and to take control of your health journey. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Eat, Heal, Travel. We have so much more to share about science-based nutrition, holistic healing, and mindful living. Drop a comment below and let me know which of these foods surprised you the most. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, eat well and be well.